Hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another exciting Five Nights at Freddy's Character Explain video. Today we're looking at Roxanne Wolf, the fan-voted character. Now, I did recently put up a poll on my YouTube community page, and you guys apparently want to see Roxanne Wolf, which I'm not surprised by at all, given that Roxanne Wolf was Security Breach's fan-favorite character. So without further ado, let's dive into the story and lore of Roxanne Wolf within the events of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, shall we? In the teaser image for Freddy in Space 2, we get to see two characters. Obviously, one of those characters is Freddy Fazbear himself. He's got a helmet on, he's wielding a laser gun, and he has this chiseled pair of abs, looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger's about to take out the Predator. But below Freddy, we actually see this female wolf character, and this character just looks fine. Woo, she's hot. But anyway, let's get talking about this character, because this character actually looks like Roxanne Wolf from Security Breach, which we'll get into in just a few moments. This wolf character is wearing this tight, hot as fuck bodysuit that is purple and black. She has these long gloves and these long boots. She's got a big tail, a huge mane, and she even has this green hair dye in her mane, something that the official version of Roxanne Wolf obviously has. But I think this is a cool character, and despite this character not really appearing in the game, she does have this really cool piece of artwork to advertise Freddy in Space 2. But moving on. During the events of Security Breach, Roxanne is a female gray wolf dressed in shoulder pads, a crop top, hot pants, leg warmers, arm warmers. She even has a leather choker that is lined with spikes, and she also has similar bracelets on her wrists. Her claws are painted green, and she also has a streak of green dye in her mane. Roxanne's personality is very self-doubting. Roxanne likes to think that she's the best and that she's super hot and attractive and that everybody loves her and that she deserves praise. But deep down inside, Roxanne always has to tell herself these things. She's not confident enough to say that she is the best, that she is super hot. She always feels the need to talk herself up in her dressing room when she thinks that nobody is watching, which I think is a really cool bit of character depth. When performing on stage, Roxanne's instrument of choice is the guitar. Now, I'm just going to be brutally honest with you guys. I did not know that this was a thing. The guitar is a very real instrument that I just didn't know about. So, you learn something new every day. Thanks, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. On top of being able to put on a dazzling performance for the guests of the Mega Pizzaplex, Roxanne is also a very competitive racer, as she owns her own racetrack called Roxy's Raceway. This is a large indoor racetrack that has go-karts drive along it. In fact, it's even mentioned by staff that Roxy likes to race so much that she'll even race when employees are trying to repair the track. Roxanne also has a beauty salon called the famous Glam Rock Beauty Salon, and this is basically where kids can go and get makeovers.
Welcome to my world-famous Glam Rock Beauty Salon. Here we make children beautiful, presentable, and socially acceptable. Right now, we have more important things to deal with. You need to get me ready for my next performance.
After becoming hacked by Vanessa, Security Breach's main antagonist, Roxanne Wolf would become hyper-aggressive in her pursuit of Gregory. Upon finding Gregory, Roxanne Wolf will begin to sprint manically towards Gregory before lunging at him like an animal and killing him. Once Gregory has made it to Roxy Raceway, Gregory can actually defeat Roxy for a brief amount of time. While driving in his go-kart down the raceway, Roxy will notice Gregory and jump down onto the raceway in an attempt to stop Gregory. Unfortunately, Gregory is not about that life, and like a savage, thug life, my guy jumps out of the go-kart, and this go-kart comes crashing into Roxy, knocking her off of the raceway and into the depths of the Pizzaplex below. Now, after coming across the body of Roxanne Wolf, it is believed that Roxy has been put offline for good, but it is not the case. Roxy comes back online and is horrified at her new appearance. Her mane is all ruined and torn up, her face is all destroyed, her endoskeleton is visible on several parts of her body. She is an absolute wreck, and Roxanne is not having a good time, to say the least. Now, to make things even sadder, we need to go to Help Wanted 2 and talk about the events of that game. In Help Wanted 2, there is a Roxy makeover segment, and in this little mini game, you can make Roxy look various different ways for her performances. However, there is a segment in the mini game that actually has Roxy look how she looked when she got thug-lifed by Gregory. So her face is all destroyed and she looks pretty broken. And Roxy has come to us asking us, begging us to fix her, but unfortunately we are unable to do that, and so we give her the mask that she wears over her face to look somewhat fixed.
How bad is it? Be honest. Here's a little tip. If I ever get in a mood, use the walkie. It calms me. You don't have to say a thing ever. Ever. Look at me. You are smart enough. You are the best. Pay attention to me. Just give me that mask and get out! The mask! The mask! The mask! The mask! It's fine. Now leave me alone! I need to think. Where could he be hiding?
During the events of Security Breach Ruin, whilst Cassie is talking to Gregory over the walkie-talkie, she makes her way into Roxy's Raceway and actually encounters Roxanne Wolf herself, who actually hears Cassie talking to Gregory over the walkie-talkie and spitefully says Gregory's name before running into the ruins of the raceway to search for him.
You're not trying hard enough.
Poor Roxy.
Huh? Who's there? You can't hide from me. Gregory.
No! Gregory, run! Roxy's after you!
Despite being heavily damaged and with most of her endoskeleton now visible, it seems like the only thing that has kept Roxanne going all this time since we left her last during the events of Security Breach is the idea that she would one day catch Gregory and enact whatever vengeance she has planned for him. Whilst traversing through the ruins of Roxy Raceway, Cassie is actually caught by Roxanne Wolf herself, and upon realizing that Cassie is not Gregory, Roxy puts Cassie down and states that there might be an error in her system and that she is so sorry, before quietly skulking back into the darkness of the raceway. As Cassie continues to travel through the ruins of the Mega Pizzaplex, it is made abundantly clear that Roxanne Wolf was actually Cassie's favorite animatronic at the Mega Pizzaplex. So this makes the interaction between Roxy and Cassie that follows even more tragic.
It has been some time since I saw you last. If I remember correctly, it is on the 11th. I remember because you are number 1. Twice. Have you booked your party? I'm sure your friends will show up this time. Cassie, what are you doing?
Sorry.
I love carrot cake. Happy birthday, Cassie.
Roxanne, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Everything is eerily quiet and somber from here on out, with Cassie just heard constantly crying and sobbing after the action she just committed for presumably her friend Gregory. And everything she's had to do has led up to this one moment. She's finally arrived where Gregory says he is. However, the thing that she encounters is not Gregory. It's not even a human child. What she encounters is a twisted animatronic endoskeleton known only as the Mimic. It is called the Mimic because of its ability to mimic people's voices.
You saved me. You saved me. Gregory? I'm Gregory. You're not Gregory. What are you? I'm Gregory.
Get out of here! Run!
But in a surprising but welcome twist of events, Roxanne Wolf is revealed to have reactivated herself and comes to Cassie's aid, fighting off the Mimic, buying Cassie time to escape. And the Mimic and Roxy engage in a violent confrontation, a fight sequence that happens off screen. Why, Scott? Why Steel Wool Studios? Why does this fight happen off screen? Was it just too much expensive CGI for you to do? Why? I need to know. I need to know why this awesome fight sequence happens off screen. Unfortunately, though, it seems like the Mimic is a crazy motherfucker. He is clearly much stronger than Roxanne Wolf, as he was able to easily defeat her. Cassie does successfully get away from the Mimic. However, unfortunately for Cassie at the same time, she does get stuck in a dark elevator shaft, seemingly on her own and still trapped in the ruins of the Mega Pizzaplex. However, it does not seem like she's very alone after all, as we can hear Roxanne Wolf searching for Cassie, calling her out by her name. However, this is kind of left up in the air. Is this really Roxanne Wolf, or is this simply just the Mimic playing more tricks? But with that being said, this pretty much brings my video about Roxanne Wolf to a close, talking about the fan favorite character of Security Breach herself, the femme fatale that everybody loves, and some people a little bit too much. But if you guys like this video and you want to see me do more lengthy Five Nights at Freddy's character explained videos, definitely hit this video up with as many likes and as many subscribes as you can, because some of these character explained videos, they take a long time to make. With that, hope you guys enjoyed. Do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.